Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got something I wanted to share with you here about my experience picking up this device right here, or rather this console, the Retron 5. I'm one of the ones that's sort of late to the game here because I know there's a variety of different channels that got theirs on time, or if not, not really on time I would say, because there was a lot of problems with getting this console out. And that's not really what I'm complaining about so much, because that's not the nature of the problems that I was having with the company that was selling this. Now, this is the way that it worked. Essentially, this console was supposed to come out at the end of June in 2014, and that was sort of the release date for it. I can understand that things don't get released on time sometimes. That's just the way that it goes. But, you know, I wasn't too overly concerned about it. I'm not in a big rush. I have all the consoles basically that this plays for the most part at the time, so it didn't really bother me that the Retron 5 didn't come out on time. That's not my issue with the company. So I ordered mine from Gameshack.ca, and I'll show you actually a picture of my previous order, because I call it previous because this one here is not the same order. What ended up happening was the company had to push back the date. So you can see it says on March 10th, and if you went to the website, it actually said that it would be delivered, and I'm trying to remember now because all that information has changed on their website, but basically it said that it would be delivered at the end of June, and that didn't happen. The thing that, like I said before, it doesn't really bother me that that didn't happen. What bothers me is that the company made no efforts whatsoever to contact me and inform me in the slightest that the date had moved. Basically, I had to go to their website after, basically after a week after the fact. I went to their website and found out that the pre-order date had been moved. Which, I wasn't really upset with the pre-order date being moved. The part that really bothered me was that fact that they didn't bother to contact me. And so, again, I kept checking the website and things like that. And I actually sent them a text message, which unfortunately for some reason I can't find it on my phone, which is weird because I never delete any of my text messages, so it's kind of strange that it's not on there. But I basically sent them a message, with my order number in it, and I asked them what was the status of my pre-order, and they sent me back a very, very short message, and this was about 2 days later, which again shows you the quality of the customer service that you're receiving from there. You're getting things back like 2 days later when it's a text message, which is instant. But they sent me back a text message saying that the price had changed, which is again something they didn't inform me about, and that the date had been moved. And I wrote back a smart guy little response to that, just because I was sort of joking. I knew that they weren't going to guarantee me the price. I was really hoping that they would guarantee me the price, but I sent a little text message back saying, well, that's a good thing that I pre-ordered mine at whatever the original price was, which was like $99.99, and locked it in. So thank you very much for informing me, kind of thing. And I knew like they were sort of trying to hint at the fact that I would have to, reorder it or something like that, or pay more money for it. And I knew I was going to have to, but that didn't really bother me. I was just kind of playing around with the text message thing, just because I was sort of disappointed in their customer service up until that point. Then the next thing happened is my order sat there for months. Like, it actually was up there for basically the duration of the time that it took me to get this. So I was sent at the end of August a message saying that my order had been canceled, and that, well, I'll show you the message. It's all in there. It's basically saying it was canceled. So they canceled my order, and I went and I reordered it. I don't know why. I probably could have went elsewhere, but honestly, getting your hands on a Retron 5 is kind of difficult right now because people on eBay are asking ridiculous prices. I'm not sure all websites had it, and I just wanted to see basically how this was going to play out with this company. So I went ahead and I continued to order through them, even despite the fact that I was sort of you know, I wasn't unhappy with their website kind of thing. I wasn't happy with the process of ordering things with them, so I didn't think it was going to be that much of a problem. But what ended up happening was I read the details of their email very specifically, and it said things like, you know, mine would take the biggest priority. I had already sent them the text messages with my order number attached to it. I also sent them a couple of different emails about how I wasn't happy with them. And I got no reply to any of those things. Unfortunately, I don't have copies of any of that, but I did send during the couple months there, you know, things that I was not pleased with. I also sent them a contact form, which I'll show you right now, which is very recent. This was a day after the projected date that these things would have been sent out. You can tell from the tone of that email that I'm not particularly happy with the service that they were providing me at this point, and you can see the response that they gave me, like a 2-word response. And what ended up happening was they actually sent the item out the next day. So that was really my experience there with Gameshack.ca. It wasn't overly difficult in the sense that, you know, they were being idiotic or something like that in their communications. It was the fact that they weren't communicating at all. So basically it boiled down to this: when I ordered it and they moved the shipping dates and things like that. Now obviously I was paying attention to, you know, what was going on Hyperkin's side, where they couldn't get the stock out in time. Things had been, you know, moved up and up and up and up kind of thing because they couldn't get the item out there. And again, like I said, I was patient for that. That wasn't the nature of the problem. It's, you know, the company did that, and if I ordered something from anywhere else and they had moved it, I would expect that they would send, you know, an email out saying that they had moved the dates. The company couldn't get you know, GameShack couldn't get the stock or supply or whatever, and that wasn't really something of their fault. That was something on the part of the manufacturer, and so on and so forth. I just expected that very little amount from them, and they provided absolutely nothing. I literally had to go to the website on my own, check on, not even on my order, but actually go to the item on the website and deal with that. Now, one bonus thing that happened for this, which is really nice for me, is originally I had ordered the gray system, and after seeing people's unboxings and things like that, I kind of regretted ordering the gray system. I kind of wanted the black system, and so this time around they only got the black system in, so that was great for me because I was actually able to switch from a gray system to a black system. But basically that was the only bonus kind of situation. The company didn't honor my original price. They didn't lock it in at $99.99, and that was something that, you know, I was expecting, but it would have been nice if they lived up to their promise as far as that goes, because I did pre-order it on their website. If they weren't going to be able to charge that amount, they shouldn't have put that up on their website. That's something completely, I think they're at fault, and I know that Hyperkin was telling people it was going to be under $100, and obviously when it came out it wasn't under $100, but Gameshack.ca should not have posted that on their website to begin with if they weren't going to be able to live up to their promise of that particular price, nor did they make any efforts whatsoever to compensate all the, you know, challenging communications I had with them, their lack of response to me, their lack of information that they were sending out, and all this variety of other stuff. But be that all said, at the end of the day, I ended up getting my Retron 5, so I'm super pleased with that. I can't wait to dig into this. Of course, I can't even begin to open it until I do my unboxing for you guys, so that's going to be coming up next. To Gameshack.ca, I will never order anything from you ever again, just because like I was saying, people that had pre-ordered at $99.99 on Amazon or something like that, they ended up getting theirs for $99.99, and Amazon actually lived up to their promise from the website. Of course, they probably changed it after the fact, but people that pre-ordered guaranteed that price, and GameShack did not do that for us. So that's really unfortunate, and that's something that will prevent me from ever ordering again from them. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I will see you all later.